Have you ever wondered if there's some kind of formula for success? Well, today, we're diving into a book that claims to have cracked that exact code, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. For almost 100 years, its ideas have been a roadmap for people chasing success, wealth, and just peace of mind. Let's find out why.
You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. You know, for Hill, this wasn't just some nice-sounding poetry. He saw it as a statement of fact. It's this core idea that you, and only you, are really holding the wheel of your own life. And this isn't about wishful thinking. It's about actively, consciously taking command.
And get this book wasn't just Hill's opinion. It was the result of a massive 2-decade-long research project. The industrialist Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest men in history, basically challenged a young Hill to spend 20 years studying the habits of titans like Henry Ford and Thomas Edison, all to figure out if there was a universal formula for success.
So this question became the driving force of Hill's entire life. What really separates the high achievers from everyone else? Is it just luck, your education, where you come from? Hill was absolutely determined to find the real answer.
Okay, so this brings us to the first huge concept. Hill argued that real control doesn't come from your job or your boss or your bank account. Nope, it comes from the one thing you have absolute, total dominion over, your own mind.
So Hill's whole philosophy really puts the power right back in your hands. He found that successful people, no matter where they started from, all shared this one common trait. They consciously chose positive, goal-oriented thoughts and just refused to let negativity set up shop in their heads.
But here's the thing. Before you can control your thoughts in the present, you have to deal with baggage from the past. For most of us, the first big obstacle is being held captive by old failures. And Hill, well, he learned this lesson firsthand in a pretty memorable way.
So when Hill was a young guy without much money, he took a shot on a 25-cent raffle ticket. And he won a beautiful horse, which was a huge deal for a farming family back then. It really seemed like his luck had finally turned around.
But was it really good luck? This one event was about to teach him one of the most profound lessons of his entire life.
That very same night, the horse overate, drank too much water, and died. So not only did Hill lose his big prize, he actually had to pay $5 to have it buried. A total disaster, right? But looking back, Hill saw this as a moment of great fortune. Why? Because it taught him to never again rely on gambling or luck, which he said saved him the cost of many horses over his lifetime.
You see, this whole experience led Hill to one of his most powerful principles. Every setback, every single failure, contains an opportunity for growth that's just as big, if not bigger, than the loss itself. The trick is to find the lesson, not just sit there dwelling on the misfortune. You got to close the door on the past and keep moving.
All right, so once you've dealt with the past, the next big enemy you got to face is fear. Hill believed fear is the root of indecision, of doubt, of inaction. It's the ultimate dream killer. Hill actually identified 6 basic fears that haunt pretty much all of us. As you look at this list, just think about your own life for a second. How many opportunities have been lost because of the fear of what other people will say, or the fear of running out of money? These aren't just abstract ideas. They paralyze us and stop us from doing what we need to do to succeed.
So, what's the antidote to this poison? For Hill, the answer was simple, but incredibly profound. It wasn't about brute courage or cold logic. It was faith.
When Hill says faith, he means a deep-seated belief in yourself and in your ability to hit your goals. He taught that this is a state of mind that you have to actively build, using techniques like autosuggestion, which is basically just repeatedly telling yourself that you can and will succeed. When you fill your mind with that kind of faith, there's just no room left for doubt. It literally starves fear until it withers away.
So after we close the door on the past and start conquering our deepest fears, we finally get to the absolute core of Think and Grow Rich, the one single idea that Hill called the supreme secret to all human achievement.
You ready for it? I mean, this is the concept that ties everything else together. The one thing that, if you truly, deeply get it, can change the entire direction of your life.
There it is. Anything the human mind can believe, the human mind can achieve. Let that sink in. Not some things, not the easy things, anything. This was the final conclusion of his 20 years of research. The one common denominator among all the great achievers was this unwavering belief that their goal wasn't just possible, it was inevitable.
So how on earth does this work? Hill explained it like this. Your conscious mind is the gardener. You're the one who chooses the seeds.
the thoughts and the beliefs. Your subconscious mind is the fertile soil. It doesn't judge, it just accepts whatever you plant in it, especially thoughts that are backed by strong emotion. And it works 24/7 to bring that belief into your physical world.
And so we end right here. Hill's entire philosophy really boils down to this one single empowering question. If your mind is the most powerful tool in the universe, and it will build whatever reality you command it to, what instructions are you going to give it today? The choice, as always, is yours.